Hi, Kate, Christy with Cat Tracks. We're here at Rocky Mountain National Park and with my boys, and we're at a campground inside the park, and this is just what decided to walk through. Now, I am staying well within my campsite here, and now it looks like two of them just got scared off, but there's two more at the back side of our campsite or the front side of another campsite. So needless to say, when you're in the national parks, you want to keep your distance from the animals. Oh, there they go. Let's see, how do I zoom?
She trying to go professional YouTube?
Trying.
Get a Patreon?
Not yet, but we don't have enough subscribers to make any money.
No, you need 1,000.
Yeah, you need 1,000.
It's the people who don't try that usually do.
It's like everything in life. You can give it a shot and then you give up because it doesn't work, or just keep doing it because you think it's fun.
So these elk are the ladies, so they're called a cow, not a bull.
Black Desert is on all platforms.
So we've got 4 of them. We've got 2 of them with radio collars and 2 of them without. Now I am walking right around my tent. Yes, it is zoomed in so we can get a better look. But we're zoomed in about as far as we can go. And as you can see, the one that's actually looking at us right now, she actually has a radio collar on. So, and she's across the street, which that's a good spot for her. But we do have 2 of them over here on this side of the van that are actually in somebody else's campsite. The people are in their van, so they're not getting out. And they're just roaming around, you know, trying to eat a little bit of dinner, you know, kind of like with everybody else. Oh, I'll be darned. So both of the ladies across the street do have the radio collars. And it's these 2 that are kind of somewhat hidden by the trees that do not have radio collars. So they do track some of them. It looks like these elk usually stick together quite a bit. But it's just one of the fun things that you'll see when you're out camping in the national forest. So here we have a mule deer with the velvet antlers. I know you can't see it real well. It's kind of blending in. But I don't want to get too close, obviously. Got a bunch of kids over here that look like they're going to do something stupid, but... So, yeah, we just have all kinds of wildlife just coming in, getting a little bit of dinner, chowing, you know, eating a little bit of tree. There you go. Now you can kind of see. There you go. like I said, looked like some kids over here were being absolute idiots, going around the other side and trying to scare him. And all he wants to do is just have a little dinner. You know, just like everybody else. Have a little dinner. Here you can kind of see him a little bit. Oh, looks like I need to step off the road here. Like I said, he's just trying to chowing down and having a little bit of dinner. But by looking at the campfires all around, it looks like everybody else is having some dinners too. So, like I said, no biggie. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He just wants a little bit of food.
I really wish I would have.
So we're sitting here at dinner, and look who decided to just walk over.
People don't want to be in frame. No respect.
No. It's a rude question. Okay. To go ask me just that.
Yeah, it's literally right behind you.
Yeah, you can get in the frame.
And go eat from the bear box.
I just figured you wanted as much footage as you can get, especially as it gets closer.
I don't have phones.
So you're not going to eat the rest of it?
Like you can see the piles of salt.
We don't have a lot
The
of
screen
steak.
went black. Or did the screen go black?
It does that.
Oh, so that is basically like a screensaver.
Yeah, okay. I'm not chasing.
What do we got here?
Okay, as we walk out of the highest visitor center in the national park system, this is the view off the deck. Now, mind you, it is July 2nd.
You know you didn't bring the bus.
I still need to put the sticker.
Now, if you can see a break in the trees, that is Old Fall River Road. It's Old Fall River, yes?
You see the new wood here?
Yes. Old Fall River?
Yeah, Old Fall River.
So if you see the break in the trees, this is Old Fall River Road. Now it winds itself around and through, and you can kind of see a little bit there, and goes up, and comes around there, comes around, goes there, and then it goes out to the trees some more, comes up here, and then it finally empties out at the Trail Ridge Store and Cafe, which we'll see that here in a little bit. Okay, so we're at about 11:07 at the highest visitor center, like I was just saying, and they have a hike up to over 12. So this is where we're gonna do the hike up to 12.
Hey, Thunder, I'm going down.
Oh, they finally put ropes up. Good. So, no pets.
He had like a
Was that thunder? So the ropes are a new addition. The last few times that we've been here, they haven't had them up. Now the good thing about having them is it actually forces people to stay on the trail. Even though they have signs that say stay on the trail, most people just don't think it abides to them. So I'm really glad to see these ropes up. Okay, now as you can see, it's just a lot of steps going up. So I'm just gonna wait and see at the top.
Yeah. Do you want it? Do you want to do it over there?
This is at 12,005 feet. It's by no means the tallest in the park, but it is absolutely beautiful up here. We got a thunderstorm brewing, so we need to hurry up and get down. Got some rocks that you are allowed to climb on. So rocks are allowed to be climbed upon as long as you're on this side of the white rope, which they are. As you can tell, the white rope goes all the way around the rocks, so it's perfectly fine to be on them. The Park Service has deemed that to be fine. But this is what 12,000 feet looks like.
Alright, be careful on your way down, Danny. Watch where you're stepping.
Alright. Now we're going to start going down. Christy is down at the van, going ahead and starting to fix some lunch for us. Now in the last few years that we've been here every year now for the last 3 or 4, and they didn't have these ropes up. And it's really nice to see that they have these ropes up, because they have these signs that say, save the tundra, stay on the trail. Well, the problem is with the signs, like this one here, it says, protect the tundra, stay on paved trail. Well, what people would do is they'd say, oh, well, we're not going to step on the grass, we're going to step on the rocks. Well, the problem is when you step on that, you're actually disturbing the ecosystem. The roots of this stuff go about 4 to 6 and up to 10 foot deep. And when somebody steps on the top of this, it kills it. You only have a 6-week growing window in the summertime here, as you can tell by the snow and storms. This is Alpine Forget-Me-Not. and that would be the purple. I'll try to see if you can see it. The green is alpine clover. And you can see a little bit of the purples here and there, and the yellows. But like I said, as somebody who frequents this park quite often, I'm really glad to see that this year they finally put stuff up. What? Oh, dwarf clover. Excuse me. So, dwarf clover is the green. And there was another sign that said what the yellow was, and I don't remember. So, when you go to hike up here, make sure you do wear warm clothing. Make sure that you are hydrated. Elevation sickness is
Get the sign that says what the symptoms are.
partially counteracted by water because it's a partial dehydration. So obviously the more water, not soda,